A woman was cleaning at a police station. She accidentally knocked over a folder containing materials from a murder case. When she bent down to pick it up, she suddenly realized that the police had made a mistake. They had mistaken the victim for the killer. The error needed to be corrected. She changed the label from suspect to victim. The woman thought she was helping the police. But the next day, the sergeant in charge of the case, named Jack, was furious and asked who had made the change. Everyone stayed silent. After reviewing the surveillance footage, they discovered Ellie. Jack went to her house and brought her back to the station. The captain warned her that interfering in a criminal investigation was a serious offense. The woman quickly explained that if she saw an error, she felt obliged to correct it. "What error did you see?" they asked. Ellie presented her logical chain of reasoning. It turned out that the husband had died under mysterious circumstances. The police had mistakenly suspected the wife. But if one carefully observed the interior of the mansion, it was clear that the items on the shelves were neatly arranged, and the sofa cushions were placed in a strict alternating color pattern. It was obvious that the lady of the house had an obsessive need for order. However, the curtains were not tied back, which meant that the tiebacks had been used for another purpose. In addition, there were hairs left on the chair, a clear sign that adhesive tape had been torn off from it. That meant Simona's hands had been tied with the curtain ties and her ankles taped to the chair. Meanwhile, there were no marks on the man's wrists. Therefore, the one who was tied up was the wife, and the man lying on the floor was the husband. From this, it could be concluded that there was a mysterious third person at the crime scene, and that the wife was merely a victim. Ellie's logic was flawless. Even Jack, who had seen everything in his decades of service, couldn't find a single flaw. However, he insisted that they check nearby security cameras to confirm the presence of a third person. Just as he said that, the detectives reported a new discovery. The cameras had indeed captured another woman entering the house shortly before the murder. The evidence confirmed Ellie's reasoning. Although all this still had to be officially verified, Ellie was temporarily kept at the police station. This is from the series Big Potential.